this thing recording? Hi, my name is Monique Hart from Rupaul's Drag Race Season 10, honey, the heart of Season 10. And you are watching the Mat&Mar Show, honey. Pay attention, you might learn something. How to be what? Stunning, honey.
Oh, y'all want another video?
Matty Rants.
I'm asking Matt and Mar a question.
Oh, yeah.
I really need to get some advice.
Oh, yeah.
I sent my email 2 weeks ago. Are you going to answer it today or not? We're going to find out tonight because we can. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, yeah. Yes. Queen. It's your boy, Matty Rants.
And Jamar84.
And I did use that Monique Hart intro once again because this is now the Mat&Mar Show.
How you doing?
And I need to fan myself because it's so hot in this room.
Getting hot in
And we
here.
just did the Rupaul Drag Race review. I was like, Jamar, we're going to keep this at a 35-minute video.
No, you should have known. It was a... When have we ever done a 30-minute video?
We've done it before, but it was nothing to talk about. And at first we were like, this was a bomb episode. Then it was like, no, we had a lot.
We still ended up... We always
to
pull from the
discuss.
barrel and find something.
And then go into our wonderful off-topic references that everyone loves so much. Okay.
You start.
Oh, it's for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a great one. So let's go ahead and start this up, everybody. We'll try to keep this lies. All right, so here we go.
Don't even spew it. We're gonna try our best.
SpongeBob. 12
Hours later. On the second question. Go ahead.
So we've titled this, We Love You, Grandma. Now, hi, Matt and Mar. Love you guys. I'm a 61-year-old granny who wishes she had 2 guys like you to listen to growing up. It would have made my life so much easier. I have made stupid decisions and burned bridges on decisions I made through emotions. I listened to your RuPaul Drag Race reviews and your Q&As. I feel that we are having a conversation together so much so that my hubby comes into the room asking me who I'm talking to. Us, hubby.
Us.
She's talking to us. Me, you, him, her, out.
Hey, husband.
Hey, granddaddy. There we go. That's what you had to say. No, I'm not crazy. Keep up the great work you do. And young people, listen to them both.
You might learn
And
something.
she has wisdom, so there you go.
Okay.
They are so honest and caring. Have an amazing rest of your week. Love, Granny.
We love you, Granny.
Love you, Graham. That was sweet. Thank you
Shout
so
out to
much
her.
for that. Yes, that was lovely. Like, we read that. We both went, oh. I said, put on the show. We need this right now. Great way to start.
Unfortunately, the next question goes right into the boo.
So, Grandmama, I apologize because we're about to go
We're about to
into
follow up.
yeah, like you are the kiss from a rose.
But hopefully we won't stay on this long because it's a relatively old topic at this point.
Sorry, Seal. It was Seal. Bitch, you have this. It's Seal. My power, my pleasure, my baby.
My God. See, I hope y'all are drinking.
Oh, cause when it snows, and when it snows, my eyes become diamonds. Like, baby, like Kiss from a Rose. It's a classic. It is a classic. It's a classic. Baby. Okay, so I'll be out somewhere and we're gonna be out and I'll go, baby.
And they're gonna be like, what the?
Yes, and I'm gonna start singing "Kiss from a Rose." And they're just gonna be looking like, "Where did that come from?" Your vagina. All right.
Oh.
I said "gine." I didn't say "ugh." Okay. You. I did that to someone while we were sitting at a table eating. One time, the lady was staring. I went, "Like, what are you looking at?" She went like this. I was like, "Yes, that's what it feels like."
Follow the finger.
They're applying my face, woman. Like, eat your food. You just got it. It looks good. I'll come over there and eat your plate. Question. We titled this Kanye Stupidity. Well, we're done with this. That's already answered that. So, there you go.
I mean,
Hey, Matty and Jamar. because that's how you spell Jamar's name. Love you guys and your videos. What do you guys think about Kanye West slavery is a choice thing? I think Kanye has found his way into the sunken place.
Kanye's reached a level of privilege that can't be.
And that privilege comes with money.
Woo!
Now, Kanye will not be able to speak for Black America again, ever. And he never should have been given that right to do so, but he used to have a very intelligent conversation when it came to things. But a lot of people who were of non-color felt like he was too aggressive with his approach, and that ruined his speech. Now that he's behind the orange Tangerade that's currently presiding in some house that got redecorated.
He don't even be want to live there. He still be want to be in New York City.
Right. People have changed their tune because it's almost like he is Mr. Bojangles speaking on behalf of them for us. And no, slavery wasn't a choice. You tell that to my ancestors.
That they are turning in their graves multiple times over. Like, are you serious?
What? And then you know what someone said on Twitter? They were like, "What would his mom think of the stuff that he's saying right now?" And I was like, "Now that's don't go there.
Don't tell.
I was like, don't go there
because that will probably trigger him to the point of no return."
That wasn't cool to say, but at the same time, I was like,
"It's a truth, though."
But
it's so crazy.
I think about what my mom would think about some of this stuff. I know she probably thinks I'm crazy. Well, she thought it was crazy already. She was like, "Matt, you're so crazy." But
it's so crazy that this is the same man that said George Bush don't like black people about a decade or so ago.
This is the same man who made late registration, graduation.
Great stuff.
Oh,
great
my God.
And then just 2009, it was, I blame Taylor Swift.
We don't agree with it. I don't appreciate it. I don't want him to have a narrative anymore.
I'm scared for Kanye.
I'm not buying his music. I'm not buying his overpriced, tattered, homeless people's clothes.
Walking Dead extra realness.
I am not buying the bomb shelter last sweater look. I'm not doing that. Yeah, disappointed. That's the word. Disappointed.
Those are the thoughts.
Because I really used to like Kanye West a lot. And then it just went.
Jesus Walks was my jam back in high school.
Baby. Mine was Heard Him Say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Song he did with Adam Levine.
And
Tomorrow, today.
Oh, forgot about that.
That's what I was talking about. Heard Him Say. Oh, God. Jamar, you don't listen to music either.
I forgot about that song.
That piano.
It was that Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy where things start to go a little left.
Honey, okay, the only song on Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy that was everything was that John Legend song. That was everything. Let's play the blame game. I love you more. Yes, that was everything. That was everything. No,
everybody
for
in my
me,
school played that intro out.
For me, it was just a beautiful song. God, I kind of want to download it now, but I said I would not go back to Kanye West. I might have to secretly do that, but no, I'm not going to do it. Ooh, that was a beautiful song. But no, when he had that Yeezus, that's when I got nervous.
I forgot.
I said, so we're playing.
That Bound 2 video was so bizarre. I was like, what is happening?
It was sad.
What is going on?
I was so like, there's a troll on your motorcycle with you. Oh.
That's your why. Oops. But yeah, Kanye's gone to the point of the return. I don't know.
Burp. Kanye.
Bye-bye.
Burp.
Those are the thoughts.
Boo, Wendy Testerberger.
Boo.
Should I apologize for being white is the next question. I'm going to read this.
We're going to read first because that's a very interesting question you don't hear every day.
You haven't had my school experience, so you hold that and you wish it because you go to Arizona State. You will hear this in a very condescending tone.
That whole, yeah.
I mean, it's not like I had slaves. That's not the point, dear. Golly. It's like, so is that the one thing that is trouble? No. Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, Matty and Jamar. I love you guys so much.
Hey.
So I have a question based on what the Vixen said in the Snatch Game episode when talking about political performances and white people in general. The Vixen said they know what they've done. Now, first, let me say, as a white person, I will never understand what it's like to be a person of color in America or in the world. Check. I deeply regret America's past. Check. I regret it too, because I'm an American. You know what I'm saying? As Jamar, we have not had the best track record. Now they're trying to get in the door. Okay. I also recognize that there is a deep racism in the Rupaul Drag Race fandom.
All facts.
All Stars 3. Done. Like, let's just go there.
Woo,
that being said, I have done nothing to the Vixen, and I didn't appreciate being generalized that way. I am not the club promoter that called her all the Southside trash. Put simply, I am automatically a problem if I am white. If so, how can I fix it? I am aware this is a touchy subject, and I apologize if this sounds ignorant. But that comment really rubbed me the wrong way. Thanks.
Okay, baby.
Go on. I'll let my melanin brother do it
just
before
because
me. My light-skinned self will jump in.
You stated in your letter that you understand America's past is some BS. You understand all these things, but yet the following sentence, you say, "Oh, I don't want to be generalized, this, that, and the fourth." The Vixen was addressing those very people that you understand were a part of America's past that was a dark time. She wasn't talking about you. If you are not one of those people who supports this tangerine we have in the White House, if you are not with that BS, then we're not talking about you.
If you're not one of those people that supports these people for calling the police on people for no reason,
sitting in a Starbucks,
for being black, for being Hispanic, for being
holding a phone,
Middle Eastern, for being someone who is of a different color, race, ethnicity,
we're not talking about you.
Religion, we're not talking about you.
You
girl.
are not the subject of the anger. She was not referring and generalizing you.
She was talking about those who do not get it still, who still basically, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say perpetrate. That's not the word. It has something to do with a... Let's do it. It starts with a P, but I can't get it, and it's okay. I'll just do it another way. Basically, you shouldn't feel guilty about something that has nothing to do with you. Mm-hmm. But because you heard white people, you found yourself gathering for that conversation. Like, girl, she's talking about me. Every time someone has a conversation about black people, I don't take my body in it and go, "You're talking about me too, sis."
So they're like, "Oh, black people always on welfare." I'm not on welfare.
I'm not on welfare.
So you ain't talking about me.
But you're wrong for saying that all black people are on welfare. Okay, here's another thing about that. As the majority, you, sis, no. You shouldn't feel bad about it. They weren't talking about you specifically. They're talking about people who, God, that word wants to come back out. But those who do not open their eyes to situations like racism, bigotry, things of that nature that have been plagued throughout our country for a very long time. Okay, and it didn't just start with black people. Let's go to let's go to American Indians. Let's go there. If you want to do all that,
these history books, do you know? I put a picture up where they tried to say that when the white people came to the Native American land, that they moved voluntarily, that they wanted to make room for the colonizers, and that they didn't come steal their stuff, kill them, and force them out.
There are Native Americans today that are fighting to keep their land
in their own country.
It's like, God, they're just trying to fight to keep their land and their heritage like intact. And white people, I gotta say this. It's a matter of privilege to where you start to feel like
you came here and are dictating who can stay here. And telling the people who are already here.
This is my country. Get out of my country. You're black. You're ruining the country. You bring us down. This is stuff that people say. So the Vixen talking about this whole, they know what they did. It's more so about those who still, I want to say perpetuate. That's the word I'm looking for here. But they still push forward that agenda of thinking that what they did was not wrong.
Kim Zolciak.
That's a good point. Everything is a victim thing with them being white. And it's like, girl, there's no room for that. When, as a black person, today, Jamar will tell you, I don't like getting in my car after a certain time. I don't like driving at a certain time of day. I do not like going to specific neighborhoods, not because of black people, because of white people.
We feel like we can't even call the police if something is wrong with us.
Because then I'm going to be questioned about 20 billion things that have nothing to do with why I called you.
You said, I'm out here on the ground, I'm hurt. Why were you in this neighborhood? What time of night? What you doing here?
So, with all that being said, because we were trying to say this the best way possible so you would not be offended by what we're saying, and then again, I could be like the Vixen and be like, F your feelings, because what about my feelings? But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to say to you is it had nothing to do with you. If you as a white person know where you stand on things and that you're not for the racism, the bigotry,
then we're on the same
and
side.
you don't stand on the side when you see stuff like that happen, and you don't find reasons to take what one person did, like, well, there's an excuse for that because that person didn't do this. I hate seeing comments like that in videos where you see clearly someone white trying to do something to someone of color, and then people defend them in the comment sections like, well, she should have done this. It's like, what are you talking about? Or when someone goes, well, he had prior felonies. What about that man today, though? What about what he's doing now for his family?
You're talking about felonies 10 years ago. And then, God forbid, some young white man does something crazy.
Don't
he
take
had
it
a
personal.
dog.
Do not take it personal. That wasn't for you. But I want you, though, to recognize when you ask questions like these, why you're asking the question, though. That I need you to understand. What about it triggered you so much? I'm not looking at you side-eyed, but I'm looking at you like, talk to me, sis. Maybe inbox us privately on that note. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's not you necessarily, but it may be you. You know you're content.
We need to make
but
sure
why
it's not you.
Right? Why are things that you're hearing like that bothering you so much? That needs to be discussed, okay? But other than that, if you're a good Judy for all things great and good, I'm with you, sis. Okay? We got you. But you don't have to apologize for being white.
No, because,
I don't think black people want white people to apologize for being
can't
white.
Just like
you can't help who you are.
You can't
it's
control
what
who
you
are.
do, girl.
It's actions,
decisions. What you're. Come on now. We all have the game choices on our phone. Is she going to the prom or not? Like that type of stuff. Jamar, you have the next question.
Okay.
But we love you. Just so you know, don't think that we're hate.
We just want you to
don't pull yourself into a conversation that has nothing to do with you until you make it about you. Right.
Don't make it into nothing.
She was talking to that club promoter and those who follow that club promoter's agenda. That is what she was talking about.
Okay. So this one is called My Coins, My Rules.
You had to check to see how long it was.
I did.
I saw.
Hi, thank you in advance for the response. Okay, so my question is the following. I've been saving my money in order to travel internationally to Spain. I was working a full-time job and also a part-time job and finally saved up the money and earned time off to travel up for a month.
Work.
When I told one of my closest friends, she sounded very discouraging about my long trip, saying that, quote-unquote, sleep and eating will be expensive. This made me nervous because I already bought the ticket and this will be my first time traveling to Europe since graduating college.
Friend sounds jealous.
On the other hand, I do have a good amount of money saved for the trip, and I am known not to spend my coins on expensive luxuries. I spend smart. Should I feel a certain way because of the response my friend gave me? Should I continue to live my life and just have fun since I did save my money for this trip? Is 28 days abroad a lot? What are your suggestions?
It sounds like you already answered your own question, and it sounds like your friend doesn't really like that you have things going on like traveling internationally.
Your friend is mad. Sleeping and eating is going to be expensive. That's why I saved, girl.
That's why you're doing this whole trip in the first place.
That's why I saved my money, girl.
Is it a lot of time to spend overseas? I mean, just make sure you
have the coin
and make sure you can get back in the country. But you know,
shoot. If you got it,
do your own thing.
If you travel for 2 months, if you saved up for it,
girl, tuck her.
She mad. She want
Go tuck her.
I bet you if you
Tell her to
invited
go
her,
tuck
she'd be
herself.
saying a different tune.
Yeah, I bet she, uh-huh.
You'd be like, well, I got an extra ticket. Oh, you know what? I think it ain't that expensive. I'm
Yeah,
like,
if you were
that's
paying
not
for
that
everything,
bad.
they wouldn't have nothing bad to say about it, child. Trying to tell you what to do with your coin. She sound bitter. So do you.
Your coins.
Your money.
Shoot.
To have someone tell you what to do with your money. You got the wrong one. Not today, Satan. Next question. High school confusion. I'm going to read it like this the rest of the
That's going to take forever.
It'll be fast, I promise. Hi, Matty and Jamar. I've watched your Rupaul reviews since season 9 and I love your content. Love you too, babe. I look forward to your reviews every week. Thanks. I am 15 years old and a sophomore in high school.
Oh, so you young.
I'm so old again. I know that in the future... Oh my God, I just realized something. If
What?
they're 15, they were born in 2002 or 3. 2 or 3.
Dang. I was,
Think about that.
well, what was I, 12, 13 at the time?
What was I? What,
And
two,
you-
were we doing 2003 or 2002?
Let's say 3. I was 12, turning 13 later that year.
I was 15, turning 16.
And you were just coming out the womb.
We had to take a
Wow.
moment for you. I love you, babe. Life is gonna get better all the way through. Trust and believe. When we have these stories of people telling us like everything, it's like, honey, you're gonna get nothing but bull for the
Such
rest.
is life.
Yeah, that's life. You're gonna get a lot of crap.
It's going to be a whole different brand as
Honey,
you get older.
you're gonna be stepping in shit and not even know it.
These are the years that you're building the foundation of wisdom that you're going to carry with you into the rest of your days.
And even if you didn't build it while you're in high school or whatever and whatnot, you have time to grow. Because that's life. You get to grow, like, every day. Like, every day.
Like, totally every day.
Okay. Okay. Back to this voice.
I was like, she's still going to use the voice.
All right, I know that in the future fitting in won't matter, but in the present, I feel extremely ostracized from all my peers. I would consider myself a floater and I've hung out with almost every type of person at my school, but no one seems to truly understand me, and I find it very frustrating. Basically, I feel as though even when I graduate, I'll be forced to be a loner because I have such a hard time building friendships and getting along with others.
Itchy.
No, I'm just trying to look for my answer for this one. You're 15, so time for some tough love.
None of these people that you worried about trying to be friends with are going to matter.
They won't know you, and you will not know them.
I couldn't tell you half the people that I even messed with in high
Girl,
school.
it's a handful. It's a handful.
And you may take 5
And
at the
even the
most.
ones who aren't a handful, I have to look them up. Like, Matt, you remember me from high school? I'm going through photos. Like, where is one from 2000 and this? Oh, there they go. I
Thanks
didn't really
to
know her.
Facebook and that. You remember this picture you took from 10 years
I
ago?
got people who know me from high school who I never spoke to, who are like, oh, I see you doing your thing, brother. Da, 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 da. I'm like, who are you again? Oh, we went to school together? You were in what class?
I
Oh, we had
sat
a class
behind you
together?
in third period.
Oh, okay. It's not going to matter.
none of it matters.
Now, you're a sophomore, so I understand. Matt, Jamar, it's easy for you to say that. I got 2 more years of school left. Guess what, sis? Let me tell you something. Freshman and sophomore year for me, I was like you, floating around trying to figure it out.
That's usually how it goes.
Junior, senior year, you got your clique, you got your squad, you got your group, you got your friend. Either 1, 3, 5,
You'll meet
or 10.
somebody somewhere. Join a club. Find some kind of common...
A sport, even.
some
Like,
activity.
you gotta do something now, because you just can't sit there and
can't-
go,
yeah.
everybody's not like this for me, when that's you probably projecting that from yourself. I'm being honest about that. A lot of people told me later on I projected a snooty attitude, which really I found to be a defense mechanism in high school because I didn't know how people felt about me. I was always teased and talked about. When in reality, I had more people that were on my team than the ones who were talking about me, but it was hard for them to reach to me because I would be giving bitch. And you can't do that all the time, okay? So what I'm going to tell you,
welcoming and
yes,
warming,
and I
people
learned to
wanna
do
talk
that.
to you.
I learned to do that. And after that, honey, everybody was always trying to be my giz, gaz, and goozle, okay? What did I just say? I don't know, but it's something like a gaggle, okay? They all wanted to be around Matty. And that's how that happens. You just got to find your inner you. And I know you're still looking. You're 15, baby. You got time. You got time. But you cannot
won't even have it in 10 years.
Stop projecting. Stop projecting those. Because I feel you're projecting. From you writing this out to me, I feel ostracized. I feel this. But I can be with all these different kind of people. It sounds like you floated to almost everybody. But you still feel like no one gets you. Well, what have you told them about you that's so important? And guess what, everybody? Being gay is not your main narrative in life.
That's a small piece.
Take that out of your vocabulary. That is a part of you, but that's not who you are to the extent of everything about you. Because then you become a stereotype based on you saying, well, I'm this and that, da, 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 da. No. But what are you, though? Like, are you an introvert? Are you, an extrovert? Do you like to talk to a lot of people? Do you like to be sociable? Do you like to go to amusement parks? Do you like this and that and the other? You got to,
so many more aspects.
Really break
to
it
a
down.
person.
Do me a favor. Let's do this project for you. Because we need to go on to the next one. Do yourself a favor. Write down everything about you that you love, that you can talk about to anybody, that you can make something about you be about you. So that way when you do meet people and they ask you things about you, it's not always answers, because that's when you become, I feel ostracized because people don't know me. Well, did they actually get to know you? And start to break down that list into what is our main talking points for you. Okay? Do a little homework. I know school's over, but do that. Work on that this summer, baby. Really work on that. And when you go in your junior year, honey, step in the room, purse first, foot first, stomping, lomping, and doing the thing, and you don't let nobody touch you, girl. Junior year, you're almost out, so you get it out now. And that's why I did my junior year. I was like, girl, I got one more year to go before senior. I'm going to do me.
People are ready to get them college applications ready, too.
Because they're not worried about you after a while, girl. Everyone's worried about getting to a school they want to go to or getting to a trade job because they can't afford to go to school and they need to find a way to make money. All that is what people are worrying about. Trust and believe. Again, high school was different for both me and Jamar compared to you. I couldn't
Everybody's
imagine
experience
now.
is going to be different.
I couldn't imagine.
I could not go to high school now.
I couldn't do
world
it.
That,
No, couldn't do it. Because knowing me now, I'd be always in that. I'd be in that one school that they had to send me to because I was always beating people up. So I couldn't do it.
Think about who you were at 15, 16.
Oh, I was such a.
My God, I think of.
I was so fresh.
I had a lot of firsts in that era. A lot of learning experiences that.
Yeah, I lost my virginity around that time. Don't you do it though. I regretted that.
So yeah, it's the time for learning. Like I said, if you look at us or look at people who are older than you and you respect them, know that they have to go through the same thing.
And just don't rush your life. Please God, don't rush your life. And don't think that you need to have everything together by the time you get out of high school. You don't. You do not.
Nobody does. So our next question is called "How to Become a Social Gay." Hi, I really enjoy your videos while I'm doing my homework. You're hilarious, and I use your videos as motivation to get out of the bed and finish my work.
Yay.
I have just one question, and if someone has asked something similar, please disregard this then.
Oh, but we're reading it, though.
I'm 23 years old, and I just moved to LA for grad school. I've known I was gay for a while, but being from back east, it's nowhere near as LGBT-friendly as where I currently am. Therefore, I'm getting used to being open about my sexuality and trying to overcome a lot of the homophobia that I've internalized. I've never been in a relationship or even kissed anyone for that matter. I'm not into drinks or things like that, and I fear I'll be doomed to be alone if I'm not willing to go out and party.
That's not true.
My question is, how do you go about opening and meeting people, since it seems like the only places to meet other gay people are the clubs and things like that? I'm not trying to jump into a relationship, but I know nothing will happen if I just stay at home and hoping someone will fall out the sky. I'm sorry if this question seems all over the place. P.S. I watched your other videos, and I'll say this before you guys bring it up. I do have my own place, so I'm not living in a dorm. Because you knew I'm glad. See, you have been watching.
You old sneaky heifer,
have been watching, 'cause
First
you
of all, you tried it. Second of all, you know why we were about to say all that, because you know how it is. Like we talked about with the other individual before, you need to have something together.
You have to be
before you could be completely like open to meeting people like that now. So now that you've cleared that up, let's get this real. Okay. Now I can suggest applications like Grindr, Jacked, and that stuff, but a lot of those are used for sex more so than the what we just
You're not
the
gonna
latter.
get too much stimulating
The
conversation.
thing
from
is that you could still find it there. I have made friends off of those websites that I'm still like really cool with. But that's not your best bet, especially from how you sound in this timid nature. Being honest with you. Okay. You're going to need to, whatever city you're in, find a pride group that does events.
He's in LA.
So, well then you should, girl.
He's in LA.
And I'll be out there in a couple.
There's
I'll be out there very soon, honey. We may end up hanging out. We might end up hanging out.
So many things that you can.
I'll continue. So, pride groups, clinics that have certain information about events going on, you need to find events. Not clubs. If you don't want to go clubbing, if you don't want to go drinking, all that type of stuff, you need to find events where it's like an open platform. Sometimes they'll have picnics out at certain locations at parks that you can go to and meet people. Sometimes they're going to be book club meetings because they have gay book clubs. There may be a sports team that you can join. There's many options that you have. But guess what, girl, and where it all stems from? You got to get out of bed.
You have to get out there and do it yourself, girl.
And you got to be sociable. Just like I told this young 15-year-old young man just earlier, young lady, I don't know which of the what or wherever they came from,
It applies to both.
It applies to you all. You got to get up. You got to learn to speak. You have to learn to be present. And you need to find out the best qualities about you that you like about you that you're willing to talk about. Now, not everybody is going to enjoy everything about you, but you'll find those people who do enjoy those things will gravitate to you more so, and you hold on to those people and still hold them accountable when they do wrong. So still, there are ways to do this. You don't have to do it just the regular PC way of going out and doing all that type of stuff, but you need to do your research, baby, okay? And you need to be ready and willing to be that sociable queen, okay?
Find your tribe.
Find it. Good luck, and I'll be in LA soon, honey. We may end up hanging out if you want to, but I drink this, so I don't know what to tell you, girl. Okay. One for the tuck it list. I think this is the one I wanted to read.
No, that's not the one you wanted to read.
Oh, but the one I wanted to read is coming up.
Yes. That's not the one you wanted to read.
And I got to read it just the way I read it last night because it was so funny. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Hiya, Matty and Jamar. Firstly, thank you for answering my question all the way back in episode 2. Yay! Lots of love from Ireland. Girl, that was 7 episodes ago?
That was some time
We're on episode
ago.
9 now? Oh, okay. Now, that's when I was still living at once. Okay, now on to my current question. I'll do my best to keep it to the necessary details so you can try keep the video under an hour. No hate.
It ain't happening.
Honey, we're at 32 minutes.
And we just reached
and
the first.
we're at the first of the heavy, and there's like 8?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
That was, you tried. It's okay.
Thank you, though.
Now into my current question. Oh, okay. So I'm a 23-year-old bisexual woman and have been with my boyfriend for almost 8.5 years. Cue Maddie saying something about you young people. You're rotten bitches. Okay, now listen. No, it's okay. Go on, young.
Y'all been together since y'all were like 15.
Wait. Oh, I just thought about that. Oh, wait. 8.5 years. You're 23, 15. So you met them back in high school?
Still together. It happens.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I'm also a virgin, as is my boyfriend.
Huh.
8.5 years, and y'all never like.
Exclusively?
Oh, hold on, and I gotta ask this question. None of this.
It has to be some of that.
None of that.
It has to be some of that.
You didn't speak on the mic.
You didn't rock the mic.
You didn't twiddle a sweater. You didn't knit a sweater.
He didn't.
Hold on, wait.
He didn't
Speak on the
DJ?
mic. You didn't. Wait. Oh, I got it. You didn't speak on the mic. You didn't twiddle a twiddle. Fuck. Okay. You didn't speak on the mic. You didn't thread a sweater. And what's the other one I did with my hands? It was like this. Oh, okay.
Well,
and you didn't grease the shaft. That was just gross. Okay, sorry. Continuing.
I was like, oh my gosh.
We did a lot for that. I did a lot for that. You know what I mean? You need. I mean, hey, if y'all consider being a virgin, you utilizing everything but your holes, okay. But the moment that penis hits the mouth, girl, you ain't a virgin to me no more. That's a virgin. She ain't. Okay, sorry.
We're going those specifics.
Sorry. Let me get off, because now I'm just asking questions. Oh, you young people. There we go. There are a lot of factors to this. First being that we both live with our parents. The last question, thank you for addressing the other one. Neither of us make enough money to move out together, and due to work, we only get to see each other on the weekends. Secondly, I'm not a sexual person. I don't watch porn and masturbate. I don't watch porn and masturbate once in a blue moon. Okay, so you know how to thread a sweater then. There we go.
DJ.
Your sweater, though, not his sweater. So you be out there twiddle-littling. Okay. This was not always the case. When we first started dating, I was hypersexual for a 15-year-old, which is basically a lot of roughhousing and sexting. That's not, but okay.
Kids.
Yeah, that's nothing, sis.
Woo!
Have them climb through your bedroom, girl. Have them climb through your bedroom while your mama's asleep, girl. You call me. Trying to keep it together, and you realize that you fell asleep, and you woke up the next morning. You're like, crap,
still there.
He's still here. You hear your mama come up the steps. Oh, okay.
Baby.
True story. My mom walked in one time.
And then wait.
And it was
in the midst.
No. And it was not with the guy who I was like talking to in high school. It was with some dude who I met at it wasn't Bayou City. What was it called back in the day? It was we'll just say South Beach. It was some 20-something-year-old man that was in my bed.
How old were you?
I was like 17. So I was still legal by the state of Texas.
How did you? Well,
he didn't care. And he got there. I remember my mom walking in, and she looked, and I like peeped up because I was like, oh no, because he was like all dark and melanin with his back or whatever out. And she just looked,
so
and she
it's
went,
not like you could even.
He was muscular as hell, and she looked in, and she went. It was the room, girl. When I tell you, I turned to stone. I said, I'm going to hear this tonight.
I don't know what to do.
I'm going to hear this tonight.
Stay in this bed forever.
We never talked about it until 2 years later before I went to college, and then she read me for all right. She said, I've been holding this in for 2 years. I was like, ooh.
Because that means it's been backed up. It's been even worse.
But that was the scary. Now that is having a sexual. When you're 15 up to 17, I was still doing stuff at 15. But yeah. Random story. Sorry, I had to tell it.
Drink.
God, I can't believe. Yeah, that I really had some interesting stuff happen to me, girl. If my dad had walked in, I'd be dead.
Ooh, okay. Walked in.
Okay. The behavior was conditioning from my previous relationship, which was long distance and emotionally abusive. I was 14. My abuser was 18. Not to get into it, let's say webcam was involved, and I did a lot of stupid things I regret. I want to get on your ass about that, but I'm not going to because I feel like you've already been through it.
Yeah, she's already done it.
As I began to deal with that whole mess, I fully realized how much it affected me. My sex drive went way down around the age of 18 and 19. I also had health troubles around that time, which contributed to the decline. Now, just because I'm a virgin does not mean I don't do anything. That answered my question for her speaking into the mic. Boyfriends have needs, and I take care of him. He tries to take care of me, too, but it doesn't happen often because I don't get aroused nearly as much as he does. Plus, when he does go down on me, I have a tendency to be loud. Don't we all, sis?
That means that your boyfriend know what he's doing.
And that tongue is long and strong.
Okay.
But don't we all, sis? Listen,
you should be happy.
For me, if
you're
back there and you're trying to tickle my tongue, and I have not made a sound, get out. That's how I feel. Get out.
I mean, it sounds like you got a pretty good thing going, girl.
It sounds like it. Hold on, rubber tongue. Okay, listen. Okay. He tries to take care of me too, but it doesn't happen. It sounds so loud when you're scratching that. I'm sorry.
Does it?
Yes.
Damn.
Like in one video you did it and I could just hear it like I was like, "Ooh, is he scratching the paint off the wall?" Okay.
I can't reach
You
it
need
like
to buy
I want
that
to.
tool by Dion Cole where he has a little scratcher. It's like this small thing.
I lost
It
it.
is the cutest thing ever. Okay, sorry.
Well, yeah.
All right. Sorry, love. You just so happen to be the one
Drink.
where we could be like, oh, this is the conversation. Okay. Plus, when he goes down, it tends to be loud, which is awkward when his granny's kitchen is next door to his room.
There's techniques to,
You better put a whole
a
giant tube sock in your
gag.
mouth.
Bite that.
And find a TV or a radio in your room and just turn it all the way up. Okay, he understands where I'm at right now and is doing his best to support me through it. It can obviously be frustrating for him because his sex drive is quite high and he wants to experience that closeness with me as I do with him. Sex and losing my V card isn't at the top of my priority list right now. Getting a good job and moving out is. But do either of you have any advice to find a middle ground sexually? I don't want to be how I was at 15, but I want to experience a healthy sexual relationship. How can I boost my sex drive and eventually lose it? Thanks for reading The Rambling. Love you both. Love you too. First of all, you're going to have to find it because I'm going to be really honest with you. You're young
boyfriend?
and he's young too. If his tongue game is that strong, I can only imagine what the D's like. So that needs to be left out, taken out the cage, okay?
If he's doing that and you giving him that means it's turning him on even more, and he's probably...
And if he can't get that...
Boing!
He may be wanting to go somewhere else. And you'll be sitting there like, well, what did I do? And that's not fair. You should love me for me. And it's like, no.
8
No.
years?
Nobody is inclined to love you just because of one thing. No, baby. If you are with somebody and you don't feel like you're getting the full brunt of it, and that person, you can't, I guess, live with that anymore, you don't
They
have
have a
to
right
live with
to
it.
leave because if they're not happy...
Why do they need to sit in misery over not feeling that their needs are being met?
Maybe when y'all were younger, I could understand that, but now y'all grown.
Listen, honey, you gotta find a way. You need to find a way.
Okay.
Find a way. Start doing things to yourself, I guess, pleasuring yourself more, getting your sex drive up, start watching videos. You might need to invest in a porn collection.
You need to.
You need to maybe invest in some natural treatments that will get your sexual drive going. I hear oysters is an aphrodisiac, things like that. You just may need to find things to get you going. But you cannot expect him to just stay here with you.
And wait.
And then if he breaks up with you, for you to feel bad about yourself. You shouldn't even know. It should be, I get it.
I mean, this is your body. You should be able to take the time you need to get your body right. Get, in tune. And there's nothing wrong with
But get a tune up. Get it together, girl. Because
Okay.
it's that, to me, it sounds like,
Take that G. But the next is DL Danger.
Oh, I know this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read somebody in a second.
Hey guys, I really need some advice about this dude I've been talking to. One problem is he's on the DL, but I think I'm starting to fall for him. Do you think I should tell him that I'm falling for him? Thank you and love you.
No. Bye. Next question.
No. This the dangerous. No.
No.
Not even in scenario can this be a thing.
No. First of all, he's on the DL, so that's strike
a flag.
one.
That is a huge. He's probably on DL for a reason.
Right. Here's the thing. There are brothers who are on the DL who right now are confused and are trying to figure things out, et cetera, et cetera. I get that. But don't bring me into your world where now you're expecting of me to be like, okay, I'll be low-key about this.
Climbing in windows.
If you're not low-key...
Can't post on social media.
If you're not low-key about it, if you're accepting to who you are, do not put yourself into a place or bubble with somebody who you're now professing your feelings for, who is not even fully there with his sexuality. Don't put yourself through it. And you're talking to someone from experience with that, so don't do it.
It's not worth it. Because that could be
I've had
that could be a
someone
dangerous
DL
situation.
one day that I told I love him, and he said he loved me too. Didn't speak to him for 2 weeks after that. The next time I saw him was in Walmart with his baby mama and his 2 kids, and I didn't even know they existed. So, boop on that one. Next question.
Maybe it's a cry out for attention. I would like to apologize in advance. I wish to stay anonymous as possible.
I know this one.
Yep.
We're going to have a talk with you.
Yep.
So read it, and we're at 43 minutes. Lord Jesus.
You don't have to respond to me at all, and I just need someone to listen.
But
I've been watching your shows and various reviews for a while now, and they've really been one of the only things that I can relax and enjoy watching anymore. To preface, I believe I have some kind of undiagnosed depression or mood disorder that's taken over my life. I started college at the age of 17 and have tried to take my own life twice since then.
Have mercy, Jesus.
This summer, I'm going to graduate, and I'm also scared to.
Congratulations.
Girl, congratulations. You're doing something not a lot of people can do.
Huh.
Everyone around me has an internship or job lined up for them, or they solidified their passion for arts and writing, while my professors barely even remember my name, even though it's been 4 years. To top it off, all of my applications have been rejected or I've never gotten a response back. All of this is eating me on the inside, yet I still feel numb. And I don't have a lot of people I can turn to for various reasons. The largest being that my younger brother recently had a bad drug problem and gone to rehab. So my parents are busy taking care of him, and I don't want to tell them anything anymore because I feel like I'm giving them an extra burden. I also am riddled with guilt. One, I told my brother that I tried to take my own life, and even though I suspect he was high at the time, he threw it back in my face. He said it didn't matter, and it was all for attention. I don't like to talk to him anymore, and even though I know deep down he's a good person, he's not. I want to stay away from him. He's hurt me more throughout my past, and that was the last straw. Two, at the start of my last quarter, one of my classmates died. None of us know why or how, just that it was some sort of accident and he was only a sophomore. As a class, we wrote a letter to his parents, and I cried writing mine. I cried because no matter what kind of person he was, he didn't deserve to die. I did.
All right.
Enough. We can see where this is going.
Enough. Before you continue, because where does it go from there? Because let's get this out the flipping way. Because I'm angry, and I feel for you at the same time, but I'm more angry at you, and I need you to hear me on this, okay? If you're listening to me and Jamar right now, listen very clearly. You don't deserve to die, and never use that ever again out of your mouth, out of your fingers to type it, whatever. Don't you ever hold that narrative in your life ever again.
Life is too precious.
You have got to be kidding me. Don't you ever again. You are blessed beyond all means to still be living.
College.
You're about to graduate. So what if no one has answered back to your letters, girl? You keep on posting letters. You don't give up.
That's not how life works.
Don't give up.
It's not just a smooth transition.
Nothing is just going to be... some people have it better than others. Oh, that happens.
Such is life. People come from different backgrounds, different privileges. That's how it works.
Don't you ever in your life ever again. If you've never taken anything from what I say or what I do or the crap that spills out of my mouth, take this. Never, ever in your flipping life, ever wish death upon yourself. That is a privileged statement to make. That is one very much clear. You don't even know how good you've had it. I don't know your life, girl, but you being alive right now compared to a lot of other people who didn't get that choice and chance.
Who would love to be in your position.
You don't ever get to say that. You need to be more than thankful for anything like that and be thankful that every day that you're still alive. I have tried to commit suicide several times myself, dear, and let me tell you something. I've learned from every one of those experiences. I was much younger than you when it happened as well, but guess what? Today, I can't go down that road anymore. Today, I can't even think that way. When I want to think that way, I have to literally pull myself up and go, are you joking me? Are you joking me right now, Maddie? You know how many people love you and are depending on you to do stuff right here? And where your life is about to go for you? Patience, brother, patience. Sister, patience. Chill out. Calm down. Get off of it. Don't you ever in your life do that again. I'm sorry, girl. Don't you ever. Woo, that pissed me off.
We don't like to hear about.
You're too young for that.
You're too young for taking your own life. That's a
don't
permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Because what's that gonna solve? You will have no pain anymore. So you think.
You don't have any joy either.
There will be nothing.
There's just nothing.
So where is nothing? What has nothing ever done for anybody?
Cause pain and despair to all the people that love and care about you.
Because now your mom and dad are gonna have to sit there and bury you. Your brother, who you're not speaking to, could have not meant the things that he said and now has a complete regret for the rest of his life, thinking about the things he said to you when he really didn't mean that way because he could have been high, just like you said. All those people who know your name that you pretend that you... Not pretend, I'm sorry. I'm not doing this pretend amnesia. We're not doing that. It's not Beverly Hills Housewives. All those people who you think don't know who you are, that do know who you are, that will be saddened by your death. You better stop playing, and you better stop. You need to stop. Stop.
We don't play those games.
I don't want to finish the rest of it. I do want to tell you, don't you ever put that in your vocabulary again. Yes, I understand you're trying to seek health. I'm not health. What? You're trying to seek help by seeing a doctor in reference for this. You're going to have to find a way to do so. There are other means. There's like a new texting thing now where you can actually talk to therapists via text.
Ooh, Talkspace.
Yeah. I've actually did a free trial of that, and it was really good. They actually signed me up with someone who was actually very helpful and taught me a lot of things. You know what else I'm gonna tell you that I tell a lot of people who are in your position? Read a book. And I'm gonna tell you what book to read. It's called The 4 Agreements. Look it up. I can't think of the name of the author. Everybody watching this. The 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements. Read it. Learn it, live it, love it. It'll change your life and your whole attitude. Do me that favor. Next question. Got my blood boiling. Okay.
That's the one you want.
Please ring my bell. Yes, bring me back. Bring me back. And y'all remember to go to my GoFundMe page. I'll give you a whole speech about it at the end of this video. Forgot to do it at the beginning. But you all see that link? Touch there. Drop $1 or $2. Help your boy get a new laptop so we can make this show a better thing. And a widespread thing. Especially when I go to California. I need that technology. Now. Hey, Mat&Mar. Sending love from Brooklyn. All right, Brooklyn. Woo woo.
BK.
I'm a young black man who loves you both. I love your reviews, but where's Potomac at? On Bravo on Sundays.
Okay.
It hasn't been that good of a season for me. I'm sorry. I was going to do it. It was in our register, but a lot of stuff was happening when I was moving. And after that, I catch it on demand, and I'm like, oh, girl, no. Monique has a drinking problem. Oops. Okay, so let me continue. Okay, I come to you first after an episode airs, then Jimmy Pink. Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
And then AfterBuzz. Shout out to them because they gave us a shout out that one time. And it came to the page. I was like, oh my God. Okay. That's how much you guys slay this game. Look at me. Ow. Ow. Ain't got no haircut. I'm still be. Ow. So I've been living in Bushwick with my amazing boyfriend for almost 6 months, and we've been dating almost a year. At first, I felt things moved too fast, but my fears weren't based on anything, you said only that we were young. I'm 21 and he's 24. What is happening in my life? Okay. And I might be making a mistake. Honestly, though, we have never had a problem. No secrets, no anger, no frustrations. And when we do, we immediately talk about it, and it's never a problem a second or sometimes third time. We both have good jobs. I'm graduating May 22nd. Shout out to the graduates! And you about to catch this episode right before you graduate too, honey.
Ew.
Yes. Congratulations, Suze. We play Overwatch and League together. Oh, he's a gamer too? Oh, you got the jackpot. And geek out on anime.
Oh, come on.
So what's the
problem?
What's the problem?
It's
I'm living the dream.
Yes.
I killed Liz. I killed the team dream. Deal with it. Jawbreaker, 1997. You're too young for that. All right, continue. Such a good movie. Okay, except we have not had tucking sex in so goddamn long. Here we go. Whenever we get hot and heavy, we get to the point of penetration, and then he can't keep it up.
Oh.
We rarely get to the point where we have sex, and when we do, the same thing happens. It's all floppy.
Not floppy.
I've asked him.
Floppy did.
I asked because you know what it looks like. A water hose. No, what's that Family Guy? Inflatable woman. Inflatable woman. Yes.
Screaming arm. Inflatable
woman. Yes. Okay. We will rarely get to the point where we have sex, and when we do, the same thing happens. It's all floppy. I've asked him if it's me, but it'll say he's just tired from work or already jacked off. Now, I'm not stupid. We lived together, so for the past few months, I just kept a tighter leash. You know, when are you at work today? He gets home an hour after getting off work. Okay, cool. He's not going anywhere. And I manage the finances, basically, so I know what's going on money-wise. Guy can't afford anyone on the side.
But you better know the math.
We need to meet, sis.
You know the nickels and dimes.
I need to be your friend. How funny are you? I've come to the conclusion that this might be a masculinity issue. Maybe he can't keep it up or has an erectile dysfunction. And because of that, we don't have as much sex because he's embarrassed of not being able to perform. When I go to collect clothes for laundry... Collect? All right, wife. Collect clothes for laundry. I find, like, cum rags and stuff. I mean, I have them too, but that's because nobody's putting the work on me. So I know he's at least...
Jesus.
Listen, so I know he's at least coming at home.
Well, that's
you guys
good.
tell me, because I'm young, maybe there's a sign I'm missing, maybe he's cheating, but things are so perfect I don't want to see it, or maybe I'm the problem. If you think it's ED, how do I talk to... Oh, Ed. Is that his name? You just put ED. Oh, that may be his initials. Ooh.
Oh, erectile
girl.
dysfunction.
Oh. I was like, who's Ed? If you think it's erectile dysfunction, how do I talk to him? Is that what they call it? The doctor's office? You have ED. No,
I hope not.
I hope not either, because I'd be like, what the fuck is that? How do I talk to him? Or maybe bringing in toys or something to satisfy me. Ooh, you young girls. Satisfy me besides my Vitster. Because, yeah, my Vitster can get old after a while. You got to go to Tumblr next. Okay, honestly, if we could have sex, I'd be perfectly fine living my life with him. Okay, love you to bits.
You're funny.
Love you to bits. Because I basically can tell how you sound like just by how you wrote this out. Secondly, yeah, y'all seem to have a perfect little setup except for the sex. And for you, that's important. For him, we don't know. But then again, he's still jacking off. So what's the tea?
What is he jacking off to?
You need to have a conversation with him.
Check his history.
Well, that's a little too Snoopy, the dog.
Okay.
So that'll get him single very quickly. Because, I mean, he's already pressing it by what are you doing, where are you at, what's going on here. Babe, I'm going to highly suggest that you talk to him about your feelings about it and say, I think it's a little bit more than just I'm tired or this, that, and the other. Because you're still jacking off, but you
Clearly.
could be doing stuff. I could at least be sucking your dog. You know what I'm saying? Like something
I
could be
in the
happening.
room diddling the skittle while you do that.
Right. Diddling the skittle?
Diddling the skittle. That's something I learned in college that they told me. That and DJing.
I know about DJing.
But they said, I'm about to diddle my skittle.
The skittle. I've heard of popping the rocket, but you know.
Well, that's the male version.
No, I made that up just now, but it's okay.
Well.
But it works.
I mean, we get it.
Are you going to pop my rocket? Pew, pew. Yes! All I have to do the noises afterward. Pew, pew. You're going to have to talk to him.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
That's the only way to get around this.
And you can't pussyfoot around it just because it's like a great setup. Because there's other guys that'll do that and then some. I'm just being real with you.
How would you suggest? What question would you ask first?
Not, is it me you're looking for? No, I wouldn't start off with a Lionel Richie moment. I would start off with, okay, so let's talk about this. I have picked up a lot of dry sheet boards that are not poster boards, but are actually rags that are used for face
very
washing.
Crusty. And
it's clear that you're getting a little milk almond joy on top of those, but I want some of your almond joy on me. Or in me, whatever your preference
is.
And it's becoming an issue because I'm afraid that you don't like me or feel me as much as you used to do. Again, y'all have been together for a very short time. Very short.
It's possible he could, be emotionally distant, but you just have to, like you said, we just have to talk. That's the only way you're going to find out. We don't know anything unless you talk.
We got a couple more questions. Jesus, I don't know why I agreed to this. Probably another 20 minutes here of the show. So if y'all want to take a little snack break, I'm going to try to remember this moment and put a commercial break in.
Brought to you by
7:43. Got it. Okay.
So this next one is called Feeling Like a Failure. Hi, Matt and Jamar. First of all, I really enjoy your Drag Race reviews. They're very honest and entertaining.
Yay!
I also really appreciate the honest advice you two give on the Mat&Mar Show.
Love you.
I'm reaching out because I've been conflicted with myself lately. Here's some backstory. I started college in 2016, and around that time I also started therapy. I dealt with bullying since I was 7, and it didn't end until I graduated high school at 17. The bullying made me depressed, and I thought all my problems and negative emotions would disappear once I started college. I was wrong. I knew I had to see a professional to get over the problems of my past. I've overcome my depression and eating disorder, and I've been feeling more happy and confident than I've ever been. However, I still struggle with making friendships and relationships and feel lonely a lot. It's difficult for me getting close and opening up to people because I've been through experiences where my kindness has been taken advantage of, and old friends of mine have used my vulnerability and they make me feel bad about it. I try to stay optimistic that I won't feel lonely and I'll improve on making better friendships and I will be in healthy and loving relationship, but with all the work and therapy, I sometimes feel like a failure. I just feel like upset that the issues of the past still affect me and the connections that I make with people. Do you think I'm being too hard on myself? Also, do you have any advice on making better friendships and being emotionally available for a relationship? Thank you, and I really appreciate any advice.
I think you are being too hard on yourself.
Absolutely.
I think you need to learn to leave that luggage back at the airport because it didn't belong to you anymore.
Okay.
You have got to let stuff go, babe, but that's going to be up to you because if you want to make new friendships, you can't carry that into the door with you.
They're not going to want to carry it with you.
It's not going to fit.
Because they're going to have their own stuff that they're probably trying to get over.
That they probably have already gotten over or have put it into a position to where they're pushing it out.
Y'all can't both be bringing stuff into the thing.
It's like, here are my problems, love me. No, wait, here are my problems, no, you love me.
And
it doesn't work that way.
At least one of you has to be over that past, ready to embrace the future. You can't both be still carrying baggage.
And they don't have to love you just because they like everything about you but your luggage, because those people can walk away too because it's not for them to deal with. It was never for them to deal with. You have got to, okay, don't feel like a failure first for going to therapy. You're doing something that a lot of people need to do.
And for some reason are too prideful to do it.
Mm-hmm. That was all the shade in the world.
It is what it is.
It's the truth. But you're taking the steps necessary to make your life better. So don't feel like a failure. But you need to realize that with what you're going through and what has really affected you, it's going to take some time for you to really heal. So you need to really focus on healing.
Take that time. There's nothing wrong with that.
And if you want to make friends with that, honey, it's going to be rough because you're bringing all that in, but you have to find a way of storing that luggage in your compartment, waiting until you can know and trust someone to then speak about these things with, then having that intelligent conversation and seeing where it goes from there.
Booyah.
Finding the right man. Baby. Hi, Matt and Mar. I watch all your RuPaul Drag Race reviews. So happy to see the melanin, and I love the new show too. Congrats on your success. Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
So I am writing because I need your opinion on a matter. I'm 27-year-old.
7-year-old.
That was me, y'all. I'm
old
tired.
Southern.
I'm a 27-year-old cis French black girl, and I'm a virgin. Girl, that's two. There's probably more in these questions, but you know. All right, virgin, like a virgin. She was not been touched for the very first time. Ooh. A bit of context. All my life I went to elitist and very white schools. Honey, talk to me about it, because that was my beginning of my school. And then when I got to go to like the school full of like every ethnicity and every race, I was like, yes. It was like perfect. I was like, oh, this is the world. The men white around me called me stylish, smart, and pretty for a black girl. But didn't want to date me.
Of course not.
At the time, I didn't care much because I wasn't necessarily into any of them and I wanted to focus on school. Fast forward to today, I finished law school. Hey,
we got
girl,
a lot of graduating.
I know, and two, what kind of law? Because we may need you as a entertainment lawyer, honey. Okay. Hey.
Keep that going, baby. Keep that going.
We literally just gave you a card and just put it in your pocket. Okay. I finished law school and I felt like I needed to do some internal work, journaling, meditation, yoga, etc. A lot of you who were talking to us about ways of alleviating your pain from certain things and your baggage and luggage, what she just said. Like journaling, meditation, yoga, like there are ways, honey, you can find it. There's too many ways to get rid of all those things.
Healthy ways.
Yes. Yes. That is how I realized that growing up, I felt rejected by the men in my entourage. As a result, I unconsciously locked my sexuality away, thinking that I wasn't worthy of anyone's interest. I still was occasionally a proposition, but it was usually by men that only wanted to tuck me. I love how y'all kept the tucking going. What the tuck were we thinking? Now, I don't mind a little fun, but I don't want to be kept a secret either, as you shouldn't be, honey. When guys seemed to be into me, I would get super freaked and think that something was wrong with them for liking me. Because I'm unpacking all of this good stuff, I know that I still need some time to work on my feelings and self-worth. I have 2 questions. 1, when am I ready to get out there? When I am ready to get out there, should I disclose that I'm a virgin to who I sleep with? No.
That's none of
their business
until you get to that level.
Yeah,
if you're
like
just
you gotta know them, not the first. No.
Hi, my name is such and such, and I'm a virgin. No, that's not how that works.
And even if you are, and it comes to that point to having that conversation, I'm a virgin, but I'm open to exploring new things. Okay. Second, do you have any advice as to where I could meet men that would be attracted to me? I tried to get on Tinder and co, but the idea of waiting to be picked by someone triggers the tuck out of me. I've received a couple of super gross messages that gave me a hard pause. Love y'all, and thanks for taking the time to read all this. Love you too, baby.
There's gonna be people that are. You sound kind of sickening. You said French black girl.
27.
You kind of
sickening. You sound kind of like fierce, honey. I don't know what to tell you other than. You go to the grocery store, put on a good outfit, and push through, sis. Or like, here's one thing, y'all. I say this all the time. If you're looking for something like a man or a woman or anything like that, when you walk out the door, be presentable. When you're okay with being single or whatever the case may be, there's a difference with you like being content with, I'm walking out in sweats, this, that, and the other. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You never know who you're going to meet. Sometimes people are attracted to that. But girl, if I can't tell you for the women that I know who get numbers, who get the men come around the corner, they are dressed, girl. They go to Starbucks in 6-inch heels, but have those flats in the car waiting for them.
Okay, when they get out.
They are pushing through.
And sometimes
you're going to have to make yourself presentable. And I'm not shading you, and this is for everybody. You attract what you want, okay? You got to look presentable. Don't look unapproachable, but presentable. Like, to pull. Like, you need to look like a part of a magnet that's going to attract somebody or something, okay?
Because you got it. And you smart.
You don't have to be on Tinder. I've gotten gross messages too.
That's just a part of the
we
online,
could make a whole video about that.
Dating app culture.
Like, really could. But that happens because those are trolls and creepers online that only want to do one thing but make you weirded out. I got her and all that type of stuff. So, find yourself in public places where fine men are. Okay. The gym would be a good spot to do all that at.
I do love to go there.
Honey, and for my gay men out there too, the gym. Yeah.
Because they full of it.
Now, you can find nasties in there too, don't get it twisted, but there's also a lot of good Christian-fearing men in the gym, as well as people who are open to other things. There's a lot of different people in there. So, places where a lot of people normally congregate is where I would suggest, and always look presentable. And if you need to run to the store that day, shades, bitch. Where are my Ray-Bans? They not there? Okay. Honey, you better ask this one. I put them glasses on so quick and walk out the door like, they will never know it's me. It's always me. I'm very easy to spot. Okay. But you're good, girl. You're good. But you don't have to tell nobody about that. About your, vagina and it being...
That's your business, girl.
Very, very tight and wholesome. You don't need to do all that.
Okay.
It is. She's a virgin. It's tight. It's wholesome. Nothing's been in there. It's like basically like, opening up, the gates to a new club. Like, hey, no one stepped in here yet, so it's still clean. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a virgin, not saying that I'm old, dirty, rusted boots buckets back here, but you know what I'm saying? It's like,
a brand new
it's
car
a new
with no
car.
miles.
Right, it's a new car. It's a new. It's all about that.
So make sure you get the right drive.
Right. Oh, get the, one last thing with the guy who you decide to give it up to.
Be very selective.
Be selective and make sure they're not, they got it, because this is going to be your first. So you don't want no one that's like, you don't want none of that. You need someone that's going to take their time with you and treat that pussy like it is pussy from Orange is the New Black, okay? Except they're not going to suffocate them and kill them in the 3rd, 4th season, okay? Sorry for those who I broke that to. But
This is like 2 years old. It's okay.
they gotta
Make love to you.
You need
Not a tucking.
the guy in IT who knows all the diagrams and how to work it in and get there and do a little dop. You don't need the guy who's like, boo! No, you don't need none of that. You need someone who's gonna be tender with that vajoon, okay?
Oh, Lord.
And then if you don't like that, then get the sledgehammer. Huh? See how that works?
Yeah, don't start
Don't
with the
start off with the
sledgehammer.
rough, because then you're going to be expecting that. Trust me, my first time was a roof.
All right.
It was.
The next was.
It was. It was.
Anime.
Subi!
Oh,
Subi! Yeah, I'm stealing it. Actually, it was already used by several millions of people, but okay.
all right.
Do it. I'll take that bun out.
She's coming out tonight.
I've already found. Look, I'm gonna be like Marlo. Wait. Next question.
Okay. Anime convention realness. Dear Matt and Jamar.
Real is what you
Hello.
feel.
Long-time follower, first-time
It's
caller.
real.
My name is.
Put your money down.
My name is Alex, and I'm from Chicago.
Come on,
All right.
Chicago.
I work at as a research chemist for a pharmaceutical company.
Ooh, good job.
He said, "Come on, pharmaceutical."
Yes, pharmaceutical and great for the references.
We got some smart people watching.
Yes, I love your intelligence. We appreciate it.
I've been following your channel for a while now, and I always look forward to your Drag Race review. I appreciate the piping, fresh off the kettle tea that y'all serve. My mother and I would spend Saturday mornings together watching your channel. She says hi, and we're both wondering if you will have a P.O. box so we can send fan art.
Okay.
I want to see this. And I want to see
We
it right
will
now.
inbox you because we started this email. I'm getting the P.O. box this week because I'm about to move and I need to make sure everything comes there anyway, so that'd be perfect. I'm getting the P.O. box. We will inbox you directly about that, okay? And for everybody else who is interested, we'll have that information up by the next week for sure. So yes, we will have a P.O. box.
So here's the story. I broke up with my ex-boyfriend back in December of 2017. Long story short, I discovered that he was cheating on me with his coworker, who also happens to be in a relationship.
Gag.
It was a hot mess of a situation. We tried to make it work, but I refused to tolerate his behavior. It made me paranoid. The breakup was settled right away, and I haven't contacted him ever since. I've been able to move on and enjoy going on other dates with guys. I started working out more and looking into grad school programs. It's been a beneficial process for me. Recently, we bumped into each other at the grocery store near my workplace, and we both said hi to one another.
Oh, this story.
He updated me about his career, and I'm happy that he got a new job that actually pays well enough to let him stay in Chicago. His family is doing great, and I told him tiny updates about my life and career. More importantly, we're both happier with our lives. We proceeded to talk for about a good 15 minutes about updates and nothing too serious. Eventually, I told him that I'm happy that his career finally progressed nicely, and that I'm hoping everything works out in his favor. He wished me good luck, and we hugged it out. Not a bit of anger came from neither one of us, and I'm pleased that we're able to be
And
civil
then you
around
moved
each
on with
other.
your lives, and you never spoke to each other again. Great story.
We wish.
We wish.
A week from that, that encounter, he messaged me and asked me if I would be interested in going to an anime convention with him.
Ooh.
He said he already bought tickets for both of us, and that he's even willing to go to the Sailor Moon and anime drag panels that I attend every year.
Oh my God. And I already know how important that is to you.
Baby.
I already know how important that is to you as a Sailor Moon fan.
Baby.
I know how important that is to you. Continue with the read.
I have no idea what his goal is with this reunion.
Girl, yes
I
you
have,
do.
You know exactly.
Yes, you do. Yes,
You know
you.
exactly.
You do
what
what
this
for a
is.
living? I know you're not dumb. Don't play that game with me.
I have no idea if the guy still cares about me or has feelings for me. He does. I was wondering, would it be a good idea to hang out? I mean, it's a free ticket to the convention, and he said he's willing to pick me up at my house and drop me off later that night after the convention.
I would drive your own car.
Yeah,
drive
you
your
don't
own
need to be
car.
dependent on him for your transportation.
Exactly, because he could try to pull a little stunt on you.
And he'll drop you off and like, let me come inside. I need to use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fairly confused. Thanks for reading. Love you both. C'est bon.
C'est bon. Hey, shout out to your mom. Hi, Mom. We promise that we try to tell these people good stuff. We're not going to come for your son. However,
you smart.
Your son is smart enough to
know.
know.
So you know why this man.
That this man is trying to pull a stunt on him.
Because he knows you from your previous relationship.
Girl,
that's why he went ahead and bought that ticket.
Everything is going good for you now. I don't know what was happening back then, if it was the same for you, if you were going through some things, but everything's going good for you now. Maybe he got over his issues and he sees that you're still doing good. The cookie jar still has a fresh set of cookies in it, and he wants some of your cookies.
Miss Vange.
Now, Miss Vange. Miss
Vange.
Now. But this is an anime convention that he bought tickets to and was trying to sit through the Sailor Moon panel. So, girl, I know.
I will go to the convention.
I'd low-key go to the convention, too. But I drive my own car.
But be weird. Keep him at a distance. Be like,
I'd go and I drive my own vehicle. And I would have that much control over my... Honey, that's what I'm going to tell you again and again. If you want to go, go.
He doesn't know where you live,
But no... Right. But know what will happen. Look, I'm having to cover my mouth with this way. But know what will happen and what it's going to present and what it's going to represent. You need to make sure that you have some kind of like clink, yeah, on that situation, and that's why you need your car and you to be able to drive. If you don't have a car,
he could
public transportation or your mama or your friend, somebody drop you off. I'm being so real on this.
Because you don't know. He could easily drive you somewhere and be like...
He's doing a stunt. That's a stunt.
We could be in this car we by ourselves. I'm trying to lift my hand down your dress.
It's a stunt. It's going to be before he gets out the car after the whole convention, we need to talk. No stunt. Do you want that again? I don't feel like you do. So... You know better. You know better.
But go to the convention, though.
But go.
Go to the convention, though. He already bought that ticket. It'd be rude to decline. But last one.
Last one, an hour and 15 minutes later. The dogs are tired of us. Yeah, you go downstairs if you want to bark.
He can't.
God bless him. I think that's... they're coming back from the gym. I think that's why they're barking.
Oh.
Emotional maturity. Hey, y'all. As I told Jamar, I was going to lay out my baggage out for y'all to help sort. I love y'all.
She did.
Do you know who this is or wrote this email?
She tweeted me and said, I'm going to send something. And I was like, go ahead, girl. Go for it. And here it is.
First off, I'm a baby, so Matt, in the words of Kennedy Davenport, be gentle, sister. Have you been watching this episode?
He's not gonna.
Right. Listen, if you ever looked at me and Jamar as your uncles or your aunties, this is going to be the one that butters all your crap up. I'm not that auntie. I'm my Aunt Val, honey. I ain't going to sugarcoat shit. I'm going to tell you like it is. But I'm going to still love you regardless. But I'm going to give you the business and be like, are you good now? All right, let me go ahead and roll this up for you, baby. Get you some, you want something to drink? You need to smoke or something like that. That'd be me as the uncle or aunt. Okay. I'd be the cool one in the corner like, oh, no, you can come over here and do all that. But let's talk if you want to sit over here and talk with the big kids. Now, let's do this. All right. So I've begun hanging out with this guy whom I met online. He is extremely sweet and kind. We hung out 4 days in a row and would talk for hours into the night. We haven't done anything crazy in terms of being physically intimate besides cuddling and making out. Recently, he shared his Insta with me, and I decided to lurk a bit just because I was curious. Mm-hmm. Honey, the mind that wants will find things that it doesn't, honey, okay? I stumbled upon this video of him at the club, wasted, dancing his life away. I didn't think too much of it until I swiped to the right and saw his ex grinding on him. How long ago was the video is my first question. That is my first question.
Okay.
If it's old, think nothing of it.
If it's recent,
think something of it. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. That's how I would do.
That's the
okay.
tea.
I didn't think too much of it until I saw it. Now the video, the video was from a year ago.
Oh, well then, girl, you can't be mad.
You can't be. Look at that. Look, I speak it and it was answered. See how that goes? The video was from a year ago when they were still together. I knew it wasn't anything to get upset about, but for some reason, it really bothered me. I didn't realize that I wasn't so much bothered because of the video itself, but more because of how uncomfortable I felt. I was bothered because after that, I felt myself talking to him differently, even when, he would text me. I felt almost like it changed how I saw him. Ooh, you had a perception. Okay, I'm going to talk about that.
Petty Betty, don't do it.
I know that this was not his fault and really didn't have anything to do with him, but I just can't help my feelings. I knew immediately that this was a sign that I need to mature.
I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know.
You admitting that is important. So that's fine. But we're going to get to you in a second. It bothered me because I felt myself almost disconnecting from him. That I would rather end something that isn't even official. Let's clock that. I know, right? Before I could even say it. Then to deal with my own emotions. It's hard because before I met him, I just sort of slept around and it was just fun. No emotions involved. This was just a slap of reality that a bitch needs to get it together and stop creating problems where there isn't any.
I'm good.
Baby. All right, wait a minute. Did you put all this down because you knew I was going to say this to you? Okay.
Because you answered it just, is it? Okay, you go ahead.
Do I talk to him about this and possibly...
No.
No.
No. Girl,
no.
Y'all not together.
Oh, you really don't want to talk to him no more.
This was over a year ago when he was with somebody before he even met you. What issue, what are you going to create?
Do I talk to him about this and possibly scare him off thinking I'm some emotionally damaged bottom and nobody wants that?
That is a deadly combination.
Nobody wants
an emotionally
that.
damaged bottom?
Girl, they tried to label me as that a couple years ago. I had to really bring people into the scene to figure out who the fuck I was. Like, I'm like, right, don't listen to them. They were mad because I didn't want to, like, be with them, honey, okay? Or is this something I should deal with myself considering I'm the only one who's bothered? It's what you need to deal with yourself. You need to...
figure out why this bothers you so much because I don't understand.
It is a bit of your maturity level, but also that could relate to other things in your life as to why this affected you. Does it more so affect you that he was public in the video grinding on the dude that he used to be with, and because they're not together, and that he still has the video up?
Oh yeah, because we had that other girl before that had that issue. Like, we were together.
With the pictures, you should take it down.
I don't think about half the stuff that you posted on Instagram years ago. I don't even remember about most of that stuff.
You've only been talking to the guy for a couple days too, babe. See, I wasn't so mean.
Y'all not together.
You've only been talking to him for how many days?
There's
4 fucking girl.
You have no kind of...
You have no weight to say anything to him about how that bothered you and for what reason. You would come off looking like an emotionally damaged power bottom.
Even if you were together. This is a year ago before you even came in the picture.
He would look at you crazy. I look at you crazy. Jamar wouldn't be looking at you. He'd be trying to focus on something on his phone. And the rest of the world would be like, huh? Like, no. Move on and move around that situation, babe. That's the best advice.
You already know. That's why you put that in.
You already know you were wrong for going there and for you even thinking all of that and you putting yourself into that negative headspace. Get yourself out of that headspace, 1. 2, find yourself, thinking of everything else but that, if that bothers you so much.
Make nothing out of it. You got a good situation with what you make it seem
I don't know about all that. Y'all just talking. Y'all ain't done nothing.
Don't create nothing if it ain't
you
nothing.
Haven't really established a boundary or a system on whether or not y'all are dating exclusively or in a relationship. It's only been 4 days. And how long ago you sent this message? It's probably been 6, 7, 8 days now. Still doesn't add that much time and weight onto it. Stop rushing things. Stop overthinking things. Stop allowing yourself to be your biggest enemy, villain, whatever you want to call yourself. Stop doing it. Just stop. You're better than that. You're worth more than that. And you have more time to give to more important things
that you actually require your attention and stuff that you have no control over or have anything to do with.
Like, why did this new mole get on my forearm? not me, but it could be you, and you could be thinking about that. That's way more time credible for that situation. It could be a sunspot, could be something important. Anything else but this, no. No, I'm grasping at you. No. Oh! It's the end of the episode as we know it. You've lasted an hour, 23 minutes because our show is so super long. This made up for Jamar not being here last week and for us putting a part 2 to the last episode on you. So thank you for your patience and your due diligence. With all that being said, do us a favor, do me a favor, and go ahead and look at that GoFundMe link. Click it. Donate to it. The thing is, kids, is that I'm trying to get a new laptop, and as you know, I'm moving to California, so my finances are strictly for California right now. Like, everything is like literally going towards this move. So I need a new laptop in order for me and Jamar to continue the Mat&Mar Show, as well as continuing stuff with Jamar and me doing the Rupaul Drag Race reviews in the future. And a laptop is necessary for that. Now, I would use the one I have, but it literally looked like someone threw it down a flight of stairs, picked it back up, went back up the stairs, and tried it again to see how the fall would go. And Geek Squad laughed at me when I brought it in to try to fix it. So, I have a goal, and I'm trying to reach it so I can get a particular laptop that's going to actually do really great stuff for what we're trying to do for the show. So, please hit that GoFundMe page. Please donate how much that you can. I know we all have different paydays in here, and I'm not rushing it or stressing it, but this is definitely something that will work for both you and me in this situation. I mean, of course, I'm getting the laptop. Let's not be thrilled about it, but I definitely want to bring on more content. I want to do so much more with just the Mat&Mar Show, with the Rupaul Drag Race reviews. So many things I want to do with you guys. But you got to help out and you got to send that in. Honey, this could also bring in the merchandise with the t-shirts, the hats, the pins, posters, all that we're trying to do for this gig that we're trying to take into the next level, okay? So do me a favor and hit that GoFundMe page link. Don't forget our other social media links as well. Remember, we're on Instagram Live a lot, so more so me. But we do a lot with that, so just join us. And thanks again.
Shoot the shit.
Yes. Don't be afraid to message us with stuff. Trust me, some of y'all send me little random things. Matthew, can I talk to you real quick? I'm like, okay. What's up? Because I may have time to talk to you. And that's just the kind of people we are, okay? So thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support and your love.
Y'all are so amazing.
Being so open to asking these questions and hearing our feedback on it and taking it just as an opinion and not a, this is it. You know what I mean? It's just opinions. All right? We're just trying to, this is what we would say to anybody. Yeah? Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Except I'd be much worse if I knew you. Ask Jamar. I'd be much worse. It'd be, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, it'd be a lot of that. Hold on. I'd be like, turn off the music. It'd be like, hold on. Turn off the music. Everybody get low. Give her attention. Because this needs to be addressed now. But that's my love. That's how I am. I'm a tough lover, okay? All right. So, we're going to go ahead and end this. All my hugs and kisses. Mwah. All my best love and wishes to you. This is your boy, Matty Rants.
And Jamar84.
Signing out, kids. It's been a long night. Get out of my house.
We've been recording for 2.5 hours.
And the RuPaul Drag Race video will be up at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So here we go.
Woo. Love ya.